Have you ever wondered about the education levels across the globe and what factors influence them? Education, a cornerstone of any thriving society, plays a crucial role in shaping a country's economy, culture, and future. It's intriguing to compare the various education levels across nations and the differing factors that contribute to these disparities. From geographical location to economic stability, multiple elements come into play. So buckle up, geography enthusiasts and curious minds alike. Let's dive into the fascinating world of global education. Education, a fundamental right, varies dramatically from country to country. As we journey across the globe, we find a kaleidoscope of educational landscapes. In some nations like Finland and Japan, education is held in high esteem with a near universal literacy rate and school enrollment rates that are through the roof. Here, governments invest heavily in education, understanding its vital role in shaping the future. Yet there are other countries where education is not as accessible, like Chad and Burkina Faso. These nations grapple with low literacy rates and school enrollment rates that are less than encouraging. Insufficient government expenditure on education adds to the challenge, limiting opportunities for children to learn and grow. Then there are nations that fall somewhere in between, like India and Brazil. These countries display a mixed bag of educational outcomes. While literacy rates are gradually improving, there's still a long way to go to achieve universal access to quality education. This global perspective paints a picture of stark contrasts, highlighting the disparities in education across the world. Factors such as government expenditure, cultural values, socioeconomic conditions, and political stability play a crucial role in shaping a country's education system. Clearly, the education landscape is as diverse as the countries themselves. Some countries stand out, boasting impressive education levels while others lag behind. This is a tale of two extremes, a tale of highs and lows in global education. Let's start with the high flyers. Countries like Finland, Singapore, and South Korea consistently rank at the top of global education lists. In Finland, education is seen as a key to social mobility and economic prosperity. Its education system is designed to ensure that every child, regardless of their background, has access to high-quality education. Singapore, on the other hand, is known for its rigorous and competitive education system that emphasizes hard work and academic excellence. South Korea, too, places a high value on education, with many students attending after-school tutoring sessions to get ahead. Now let's pivot to the other end of the spectrum, where countries like Chad, Burkina Faso, and Afghanistan struggle with low education levels. The reasons behind these rankings are complex and multifaceted, reflecting the interplay of economic stability, government policies, cultural values, and historical context. In Chad, for instance, ongoing conflict and instability have disrupted education, making it hard for children to attend school consistently. Burkina Faso, on the other hand, grapples with high levels of poverty and a lack of educational resources. In Afghanistan, decades of war and political upheaval, coupled with cultural barriers, have limited access to education, especially for girls. These examples illustrate the myriad factors that influence a country's educational standing. Economic stability matters, as it enables governments to invest in education and families to send their kids to school. Government policies are crucial too, shaping the structure and quality of education systems. Cultural values and historical context also play a significant role, affecting attitudes towards education and the opportunities available to learners. The disparities are stark and thought-provoking. They remind us that education, while a universal right, is not universally accessible or equitable. They challenge us to think critically about the world we live in and the role we can play in shaping a more educated, enlightened, and equitable future. What influences these education levels across different countries? Now, that's a question worth pondering. Let's start with government policies. It's no secret that the level of emphasis a government places on education can significantly impact its quality and accessibility. For instance, some countries prioritize education in their budgets, investing heavily in infrastructure, teachers' salaries, and learning materials. Others, unfortunately, may not place such a high value on education, resulting in underfunded schools and a lack of resources. Next, we have economic conditions. The financial stability of a country can greatly influence the ability of its citizens to pursue education. In wealthier nations, families typically have the means to support their children's education, be it through private schooling, tutoring, or simply by providing a conducive environment for learning at home. However, in less affluent countries, families might struggle to afford even the most basic educational opportunities, forcing children to work instead of going to school. Cultural norms also play a pivotal role in shaping a country's education landscape. In some cultures, education is seen as the ultimate vehicle for upward mobility, with parents instilling the importance of learning in their children from a young age. In others, however, education might take a back seat to other priorities such as familial responsibilities or traditional practices. Finally, societal values can influence education levels too. In societies that value knowledge and intellectual growth, education is often seen as a worthwhile pursuit. In contrast, societies that value other attributes, such as physical strength or artistic talent, might not place as much emphasis on formal education. In essence, these influencers, government policies, economic conditions, cultural norms, and societal values are not standalone factors. They intermingle and interplay, shaping the education landscape in a myriad of complex ways. These factors can create a virtuous cycle, bolstering education levels, or a vicious one, perpetuating educational disparities. These influencers are complex and intertwined, painting a unique education portrait for each country. The implications of these education levels extend far beyond the classroom. Education is not just about learning math and science, it's about empowering individuals and communities. It's a tool that can carve a path towards prosperity, stability, and progress. Think about a country's economy. It's like a colossal machine with countless gears and cogs working together. Education is the oil that keeps this machine running smoothly. When a country invests in education, it's investing in its workforce. More educated individuals tend to have better job prospects, higher incomes, and contribute more to the economy. They bring new ideas, foster innovation, and drive technological advancements. But it's not just about economic growth. Education also has profound social implications. It promotes equality, reduces poverty, and fosters social cohesion. It empowers people to make informed decisions about their lives, their communities, and their governments. It's a key ingredient for a healthy, vibrant, and inclusive society. Moreover, education plays a pivotal role in a country's overall development. It's like a ripple in a pond. One small pebble, in this case education, can create waves that reach every corner. It helps in improving health, reducing crime, fostering peace, and promoting sustainable development. It's a catalyst for positive change, touching every aspect of a nation's life. Of course, education comes with its challenges. It requires resources, infrastructure, qualified teachers, and a supportive environment. But the returns on this investment are immense and far-reaching. They echo through generations, creating a virtuous cycle of growth and development. So when we talk about the least educated countries, it's not just about ranking or numbers. It's about understanding the challenges these countries face, the potential they hold, and the transformative power of education. Education is not just a statistic. It's a powerful force that can transform lives and nations. It's the key to unlocking potential, breaking down barriers, and building a brighter future for all. So what does this all mean for the world as a whole? As we've journeyed through the world of education, we've witnessed the highs and lows, the peaks and valleys, the triumphs and challenges. We've delved into the heart of the matter, exploring the myriad influencers that shape education levels around the globe. And we've seen firsthand the ripple effect that education, or the lack thereof, can have on societies and economies. This journey has shown us that education is not a privilege but a fundamental right. Yet this right is not equally distributed. A stark disparity exists between nations, with some boasting high literacy rates and education levels, while others lag behind. This disparity is influenced by a complex interplay of factors such as wealth, political stability, cultural norms, and access to resources. We've also seen how education can be a powerful catalyst for change. It has the potential to lift individuals out of poverty, promote gender equality, foster economic growth, and create more inclusive societies. The ripple effect of education stretches far and wide, shaping the future of our world. But the current state of global education is a wake-up call. It's a call to action for governments, organizations, and individuals alike. We cannot afford to overlook the disparities and challenges. We must work collectively to ensure that every child, regardless of their birthplace, has the opportunity to learn and grow. Remember, education is not just about imparting knowledge. It's about empowering individuals, building communities, and shaping the future. It's a complex and multifaceted issue, one that requires a global effort, innovative solutions, and a commitment to equality. As we continue to navigate the 21st century, let's keep these insights in mind. Let's strive to create a world where education is not a privilege, but a right that is accessible to all. Education, a fundamental right, is a complex and multifaceted issue, one that requires our collective attention and action.